Arizona Cardinals. And that'll carry over. The back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check. Walk 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He completes it right side to White. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the left side. Bird. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Murray throwing on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 85 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Tempo.
And bulldozing his way through. Tyler Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Get in the weight room. Jim. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Murray off play action. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
I got you. I got you. Got it. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Ain't no such thing.
They'll try the right side with McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Mike 59. Here we go. Check.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time, now here.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mike, waiting. Go. Wrap it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. And Boyd has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mike, 14, got it. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Murray, airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Bird to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Murray. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. White, the 7th overall pick back in 2015 by the Bears, never really got off the ground in Chicago. Now, in his defense, his first 3 seasons were injury-plagued, and Cliff Kingsbury said he has all the tools to be a dangerous player. He and the rest of the franchise really hoping a change of scenery will breathe new life into the 27-year-old receiver. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Throwing on first down is Murray. On the left side, a catch by White. Now White lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Only pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Returnable for Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
On second down, it's McCoy. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, go.
On third down, here's McCoy. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
They've got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. There's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Murray. He hits White, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Murray now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside at 2 minutes to go now in the third. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Wilson. He finds McCoy. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check 50, check 50. Hold up. Good job right there, good job right there. Watch the slant. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now it's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Bird on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. I got you.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Seahawks take
Check
over
59.
1st and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. And let's pin the mirror. Hey, alert.
They'll run on 1st down. McCoy. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Darius Philon there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He's coming. Alert. He's coming.
Again, it's McCoy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
12. Check 59. Mike is 59.
To throw is Wilson. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. On
3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 2nd and 7, Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, but now it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shoot. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now back onto the field comes the Cardinal offense, and they're going to try for 2. Shotgun now from Murray. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They run the counter. It's Carson, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, it's Bird. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Got a man, that's Richie James. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. 1st down, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll go again to McCoy. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Seahawks, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they